Chris Jenkins with James Bradberry. Appreciate you joining me, man. So we're going to do another one-on-one. James is nice enough. He's a good guy, man. Regardless of what y'all say about him, he's a good guy. Because last year was his first time coming on. I said, hey, man, I think you should be a regular. And here you are, my first guy of the season. I appreciate it. And we got something new. I'll make sure that you're only here for 15 minutes, man, because I always respect the time that you guys give me on your day off. I know you got someplace else to be today, don't you?
Yeah, I do an autograph signing at the Academy over there by Concord.
Concord Mills?
Yeah.
All right, so I should have had this up, but I'm only gonna keep you 15 minutes no matter where we at. We stopping, 1/4 of conversation, hanging out, bang.
It's all good.
You good? Yeah. So, you already ruined half the thing that I wanted to talk about, which was this football. That
you didn't get it on air though, so it doesn't count.
Right. We got to get it on air now. So you didn't come, man. You didn't know about the 40-yard dash media challenge?
Nah, somebody probably said something in the locker room. I just wasn't paying attention, but I didn't know about it until I saw it on Panthers IG.
You know why you ain't? Because you always walk around with your head down, man. Like, you know, you just chilling.
I'm trying to get somewhere.
Get that head up, man. Yeah, it was yesterday, and you said that, could I beat you? You think I could beat you?
You said, what was your 40 time again?
I didn't say what it was. I'm just asking if you think you could beat me.
I think so. I should be able to.
You should be able to?
Yeah, I play cornerback, so I should be able to. If I can't, there's going to be something wrong with it.
Well, I say this, if you couldn't, I bet you, if in coverage, you would know how to hang with me, right? You have some kind of technique where you know how to hang with me?
I do my personnel checking, so I know if you fast or not.
Yeah?
So if you fast, I know I got to get back early.
You got it. That's true. Backpedal. I ran a 5.21, man. I wasn't too happy with it. So I'm gonna try to quickly tell you why I wasn't happy, because this show is about you, not about me.
I got you.
The timing system was not really standard. So first off, I couldn't get down in a sprinter stance. I had to start from upright. The other part was we had to watch this little indicator, and it went red, yellow.
Oh, then it waited. Green.
So it was a lot of people false starting. And the last thing is that once you cross the finish line, it waited for your foot to touch the ground. I got a long stride, man. So like I know I passed by the clock, and I would have said it was 4.73.
Yeah.
But then by the time it stopped, my foot touched the ground. I'm about past it. It stops at 5.21. But nevertheless, I forget even why I had this. Oh, dude, we're gonna take a picture with this, man. You want to see my game ball? Does it look real? Is it authenticated?
Yeah, I got one from when I got my pick against the 49ers. So it looks pretty well.
Oh, you got one last week?
Yeah. Not the first game, I'm talking about last year.
Last year
we played the 49ers, I got a game ball and it had all this on it. First interception in the NFL and stuff, so it looks pretty legit.
Did you put yours in a case or anything?
Nah, right now it's in a cabinet back at home.
Oh man, you still living that bachelor life, just throwing everything in the box?
Pretty much. That's how I like it though.
That's simple, right? You don't have to worry about stuff.
No.
Now you from Alabama, man. I haven't talked to you really one-on-one since the off season. What was your off season like? Have any fun? Do anything good?
Yeah,
Down
I went
home.
home.
Hot Alabama.
Yeah, it wasn't too hot this off season, but I spent most of my time back home. My family took a couple of vacations. Went to Miami.
Okay.
Went up to Ohio.
You was wanting to go to Miami, right?
Yeah.
Good time?
It was fun. Me and a couple of my homeboys from high school, we went down there.
Okay.
And then went up to Ohio to see my homeboy. He has a daughter now. And
I'm
the godfather.
Oh, yeah?
So I had to go see her, and I spent time with them, and it was fun.
What part of Ohio?
Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. Did y'all go around or you just really stayed in Dayton?
Man, he took me to a lot of eating places. I probably put on about 15 pounds.
Okay.
Up there eating for about 3 or 4 days.
Did you burn it off?
Yeah, I burned it off once I got back. I had to. They wasn't gonna let me be overweight.
You know, me and my son actually went to Ohio this summer, and it was pretty cool. We went all around. It was cool.
Yeah, Ohio's nice. You know, they got a lot. The food is real good. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. When I was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice.
That's what I thought. I said, you know, this isn't Miami, granted, but for me, I said this weather is surprisingly nice because it would be a little cool with the breeze off the ocean and everything, and it wouldn't get too hot. I forget when we went, but it was pretty nice. Random questions. Everything's random, as you know, with this just hanging out.
Yeah.
Does a guy like you have any home projects? I know you're younger and single and everything. Like me, I had this project where I want my bedroom to get nice. I'm trying to get this new bed, get these new shower heads, all these accents, and sometimes I'm going through the grass. Any life projects you got going on?
No, not really. I had started like a little drawing project. You know, each week I would try to draw the symbol of each team.
Okay.
So we started off with who played the Titans. Our first game was against Houston. I drew both of those logos.
Okay.
And then when we got to Pittsburgh, I ended up
fading away.
Yeah, fading away. I stopped doing it.
What were you drawing?
I was taking too many notes. I was just drawing the logos.
Being with just a piece of paper on,
piece
on
of
the computer?
paper. Not anything like sketch paper or anything. Just whatever piece of paper I had in front of me, I would draw it.
So you don't have nothing that you could show me to see your
No,
your
I could probably send it to you.
Yeah, take a picture?
Nah.
So you did some vacations, no home projects. What was your off-season workout program like? It looked like you was getting it in for the off-season.
Yeah, me and Mario and Joe Webb, we all work out together over at a place called Godspeed in Hoover, Alabama. So, we get it in every day. We do a little footwork drills, conditioning, and workout.
Mario quick,
lifting,
man. Is Mario quick?
I mean, he's quick. Yeah, we raced this off-season too.
Did he beat you?
He did. But I was in the 2-point stands, he was 3-point stands. He beat me though. I was catching up with him though.
Okay. Did y'all was it a 40 or just like 40. A spot to spot?
It was spot to spot. Like he was like a little in front of me.
Yeah.
But like when we got to that 40-yard line, I was catching up with him because I got long legs.
Right.
If it had been 50 yards, I would have had him.
Man, that's a big dude to be running fast, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
what makes him so good though, because he's so quick and fast. It's hard to block him.
Yeah. Got a sack for y'all last week. Birthday, you had a birthday recently? Last month?
August 4th, doing training camp.
Okay. Good time?
I mean, I spent my birthday working out and playing football. So, the normal. I do that every year, so.
How old are you now, man?
I'm 24.
24?
Yeah.
You ain't do nothing yet? Like even like after the day went by or?
Nah, because we had meetings to 9:30. Well, matter of fact, on my birthday, we played the Texans. So my birthday was that Friday against the Texans, and then Saturday, spent time with my family. And then we pretty much just went out to eat, ate cake, watched TV. I think we went to Top Golf.
I have no idea what that is.
When you play golf on
you said Top
Golf.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you properly.
My
I'm sorry. Okay, Top Golf. Mm-hmm. You was gonna give me a demonstration, but you don't know what golf is? I saw you. Yeah, we got one now here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
You been to it?
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
It's
always packed though, but it's nice.
You don't say like I'm James Bradberry. I need a tee. Can you?
No, I try not to do that a lot. I might have did that though.
Might have did it. Did it work out?
I was with Daryl and Zach and a couple other teammates. So we might have came as a group and it was like with the Panthers.
Can we please play so we can get back to work?
Pretty much. That's what we pretty much did.
Hey, I'm not mad at you for doing that. And speaking of Zach, man, whenever one of you guys leave, right, I'm always like, first of all, I feel like I'm one of the most, I don't want to say emotional because I don't cry or nothing, but I just be like, oh man, I just saw this dude. It was just, and I think, if it's a guy that I've had communication with, should I email him? Should I text him? Mm-hmm. What should I do when y'all leave, man? I just shouldn't do nothing, but I feel like I should at least be like, do you even want to hear from anybody else? You don't know.
Wouldn't. So I don't even know what to tell people, You want to reach out to them and make sure they're all right and stuff, but I know if I was in that position, I just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want any phone calls, no text messages, nothing like that. Just let me just chill by myself, get my thoughts together and stuff. But, I saw him that day in the locker room. We dapped it up. I saw him at the apartment too, because we stayed in the same apartment complex. What we did.
Yeah.
So I seen him later on that day.
Yeah, he got going quick.
Yeah. I'll do the same thing, man. Once they cut you, you try to get out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
You don't want to linger around.
Okay.
It's tough. It's a tough situation to be in.
So what's it like for you guys when, somebody for you, Zach was, I'm sure, a teammate because he was.
Yeah, it's like my brother right there, but I don't know. We still communicate to this day. So that relationship is gonna go far beyond football. But just being in the NFL, eventually one day, football is probably gonna quit me before I quit it. So you never know. My day might come next year or the year after next.
Man.
You never know.
Relationship right here. You can't be going yet.
But that's the business of the NFL,
you gotta be
man.
at least. We can't predict what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna enjoy you while you're here, man.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna enjoy you too as well.
I just lost my question that I had next, man. What was we talking about? Oh, players. How often do you guys find out about stuff before we do? Example, I just found out Greg Olsen's been placed on IR. Is that something that you guys find out in the news, or is it a text? How do you find out about a lot of breaking information about the team?
It just depends on what it is. With the releases and cuts and stuff, you don't find out till the day of, because when you walk into the stadium, that somebody will be waiting at the door for you to pull you to the side and send you upstairs and release you and stuff. So the players don't know until the day of. But as far as injuries and stuff, I found out about it in the locker room because he pretty much had got an X-ray done at the stadium, and he told everyone. And so I knew before it got out to the media. Just depending on what it is, like injuries and stuff, you know beforehand. Cuts and releases, you don't know of. When they pick up and sign guys, you don't know of until it breaks news in the media.
Did you know Greg was on IR?
No, I didn't know that.
He's on IR, man. But I guess it doesn't really change.
I guess
you knew he wasn't coming back.
Yeah, I assumed that with a broken foot.
Hey, you came back. How did you come back in, a week? Did you really break your wrist?
I broke I cracked my forearm bone. So really, it wasn't my wrist, it's my forearm bone.
Okay.
But, I mean, I didn't practice the next day.
Right.
People think I was out there practicing, but I was just out there stretching, and I think I ran on the sideline a little bit, but it took me
slowly on the sideline?
Yeah, it took me a couple of days to come back. That's why I was out of shape when I got back.
Yeah.
It took me a couple of days to get back, to get in like the drills and stuff. So yeah, I came back. All I had was a cast on, man. I said as long as it's not my legs and my feet, I can go out there and play.
How long did you have a cast on?
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
You drank a lot of milk or something to help that thing?
That's what my mom told me to do.
Did she? Really?
I don't think it works. It don't really work.
Something else, man. Panthers and power rankings. You know where you guys stand in the power rankings? Do you read the news stuff much?
A little bit.
Okay.
I don't know the power ranking though.
We're gonna read it a little bit. On NFL.com, you guys were previously 23rd. Mm-hmm. What would you say you jumped to after the win?
I heard we jumped to was it like 15 or something?
16. That's on NFL.com. And then on ESPN, you guys went from 13 to 11.
It's pretty cool.
You dropped.
I quit. Oh, we dropped?
Right, yeah, you went from
you
13.
From 13 to 11, right?
Hold on. Is that it? I'm sorry. I said it backwards. I'm sorry.
Went from 11 to 13.
Well, you went from 11 to 13.
Hey, man, it's all media based. It's all opinion based.
What kind of sense that made?
I don't know. I don't even know who's doing the critique.
Who votes for that? Yeah, I tried to read it to figure out why you would go down that many spots so I can have my own opinion.
We haven't given up any touchdowns.
Nah, no touchdowns.
Defense.
0 touchdowns. Another thing I wanted to make fun of you about, man. I think everybody got a good laugh out of the nines that San Francisco was running. You had to take a little break.
Oh man. Well, it was against Marquise Goodwin, and he's like one of the he's probably the fastest dude in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, like on run plays, he would run me off, and then he would jog off to the sideline and have to come back, and I would have to come back to the huddle and get ready for the next play.
Right.
And they would just substitute a new receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it was exhausting.
How many nines would you say he ran?
I can count on both my hands. I know for sure. Anytime you run more than 3 9 routes in the first 2 drives, that's a lot.
Yeah. So so that's what we're gonna ask you. So an average guy, you might see him run how many?
But he's fast too, though, so you gotta account for that as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm having to run full speed, try to chase him down the field. And he's probably not at his top speed.
Yeah.
So you gotta account for that as well.
And then your boy Darryl went out. Y'all went out at the same time, right?
Same play. He caught a cramp in his bicep, and then I think he was stretching it out, and it's like his whole right side locked up. And I just caught a cramp in both my calf muscles.
Okay.
And they took us back in, and we was laid up right beside each other, and they put IVs in us. They was trying to get us back out there because our backup cornerbacks are guys that we signed. Well, it's Captain Mutherland, he was there, but the other one is Kevon, and he hasn't been there long, so he doesn't really know defense too well. So we had to hurry up and get back out there.
Was your next day of recovery a little different than normal game day recovery?
Normal stuff. Yeah. I'm sore regardless.
Gotcha. What goes through your mind when you do get beat by somebody, man? How do you take that? Wow, not good looks like.
Yeah, I can't say it. I can't say what I want to say on camera, but it's not good. You know, but you gotta press the reset button and line up the next play because the game's gonna go on. So you just gotta reset and not think about it anymore.
But is it something for you that you gotta reset because the next play is coming? Yeah. But then after the game, when you get a chance, do you still mull on it, or are you pretty good at just?
No, I think about it, and then I try to think of ways that it could have been avoided, and just move on and try to make adjustments and move on to the next game.
Yeah. Now, you know, we talk a little bit of football. You guys are 2-0 right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. What's that move? 2-0, no touchdowns allowed.
It feels good because last year I think it was 1-1 at this point because we beat Denver and then we played. I think it was 1-1. So
who'd you play after Denver last year?
it was San Francisco, I believe.
Oh,
It had to be San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it was 1-1. So it feels a lot better than it did last year, being undefeated right now.
Okay. Now let's talk about you, man. I know you was quite humble, which is cool. There's a lot of talk about you being a very elite cornerback. Coming up, being pretty good, right? I think you even said like a sophomore leap, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is it that people see in you that says James can be that guy? And I even talked to, I got a very good source. Man, it's 15 minutes.
We keep going.
We'll wrap it up because you'll come back at some point.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
I got a private source in that locker room that I like to talk to, and I said, hey, man, tell me about James.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to lead him into what I wanted to know, but just tell me about James. And he spoke highly of you. You did. So what do you think people see that makes you? Is that me or you? Oh, that's me. You know where I'm going with the question.
Yeah. I think it's just my physical makeup. I'm a big, strong corner. I like to play press and get my hands on receivers. I can run. Most bigger guys are usually slower, so I can move pretty well. I can run. It's my physical attributes. So pretty much just looking at the potential that I could become. But, you know, I try not to look at potential too much. You know, our special teams coordinator, T-Mac, he always talks about potential. Just forget what he says, but he's always talking about potential is something that you're not yet. So I haven't become that yet. So that's my goal, is to become what everyone's potentially saying that I can be.
How much, and I've been trying to think, like, how do I ask him, how much does he think he can be that without the obvious answer?
Yeah.
But, you know, how do you feel about getting to that potential?
Well, you know, I'm progressing.
A lot of hard work?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. You know, I'm constantly having to work on my game, and a lot of it's mental, really. You know, with the learning offenses and seeing ways they're trying to attack you, learning what they like to do on certain downs and distances, and situational football. You know, that's pretty much the one thing. The biggest leap from my freshman year to my sophomore year is just more film study. You know,
living in that locker room.
Yeah. You might not like watching film, but you got to sit down and watch it.
You look like you don't like it, but has there something that you saw that, man, I don't like this, I'd rather be kind of doing something else, but I really see the dividends of film study?
Yeah, when I was in college, I would sit down for maybe about 5 minutes and I watch film, and I honestly watched it like I was watching a game. Yeah. So I was just paying attention. I wasn't really paying attention like I should have been. Yeah. But now that I'm in the NFL, you know, I watch it with some of my teammates, and they're pointing out stuff, and now I'm starting to pick up and key in on things. So especially in the last game, I kind of knew what they was going to do on certain downs and distances and situations. So, you know, it's paying dividends right now. Okay.
Well, I got to let you out of here, man. I got to say true to my 15 minutes, but I'm going to end with one thing. I didn't know you also on special teams?
Yeah.
I mean, not like I don't be looking for you, but I guess you like on the defensive side. So what are you on?
I'm on a punt return, and I'm on kickoff a little bit. They usually
a little bit?
A little bit. So I get a couple of kickoffs in, and then they usually take me off.
Yeah? Man, the life of a sophomore cornerback, huh?
Yeah, me and Daryl are on punt return.
Yeah?
I think that's the only one he's on. He gets taken off everything else.
Did somebody have a good special teams play last week? Was it you? Somebody? I don't know.
Nah,
I'll be all over the place sometimes during the game.
It wasn't me. I played a right on.
You did solid though, right?
I did a solid job.
Okay, all right. So I'm probably like 2 minutes over, so I'm gonna have to wrap up. I forget what I'm gonna say to wrap up, man, but it's okay. It's a casual show. Why don't you look into that camera and say whatever you want to say, including telling them how to keep in touch with you. And you need to get more social, man.
Talking about like Twitter and stuff?
Oh, something, man.
I post pictures on IG.
You never posted mine. You knew that was coming, didn't you? I don't think you ever posted mine, man.
We're going to take one today and I'm going to post it. That's how we're going to do that.
Let them know, man.
But, you know, you can follow me on IG at Brad_B21. Same thing on Twitter. And later on today from 6 to 7 p.m., they're not going to see this anyways, will they?
Well, they can right there.
On Periscope. Later today on Concord Mills, I'll be at Academy from 6 to 7 p.m. Signing autographs and just hanging out with the fans. So just come on down for our Periscope followers and
YouTubers
and whatnot, you know, looking like a promising season. We're going to try to keep it up. We're going to try to keep the defense stout and get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what he said. So I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to try to do this a lot. Also, something new this year is we have a GoFundMe page that's set up. So things like this, you know, we are supported by you guys. So anytime you're able to give $1 or share the GoFundMe, do so. That helps us do bigger and better things with these guys right here. James Bradberry.
Thanks for having me on.
Time to race. Want to race?
If you want to. It's not gonna be for you though.